starring Jimmy Cricket.
The goldfish bowl.
What about the goldfish bowl?
Well, it's filthy.
Then clean it out.
I'm going to.
Fancy diving into a goldfish bowl. He's a stupid man.
What do you expect? That's Jimmy Cricket.
Are there any other stupid people here?
Yes, Jimmy's cricket team.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment I've been really looking forward to. Hello?
Hospital request.
And this is the moment I've been dreading. Look, I thought I told you during the last series that I never wanted to hear from you again with your hospital requests. Get off.
Please listen to me.
Listen to you saying wicked evil things about your poor husband in hospital?
It's been mugged.
Mugged?
Mugged. Out of work for 2 years, went to bingo last night, won £200 and got mugged on his way home. Broken nose, lost 3 teeth, cracked 4 ribs, broke his ankle, dislocated his shoulder, 2 black eyes and 12 stitches in his head.
What about the £200 he won?
Took the lot as he was lying in the gutter. Took every last halfpenny and he hasn't worked for 2 years. I'm besotted with grief. Besotted.
I can't tell you how sorry I am.
Besotted with grief.
I just don't know what the world's coming to. You send your request to your poor husband in hospital.
He isn't in the hospital.
Isn't in the hospital? Well, where is he?
Still lying in the gutter where I left him after I got stuck into it with that frying pan and did a runner with the 200 quid.
I was only thinking the other day.
Ahoy!
Who was that?
Me! Ahoy!
Are you still in the water?
Since the last series. Ahoy!
But that's a whole year.
A whole year and 2,000 ahoys! Ahoy! Couldn't give a toss about me being cast adrift in the open sea. Ahoy!
Is there no feeling left in the world?
Not for me, there isn't, mate. Ahoy!
I'm going to help you.
Ahoy! Pardon?
I'm going to throw you a packet of soap powder.
A packet of soap powder? What good will that do?
Well, you can wash yourself ashore.
Hello, I'm a stupid man.
Hello, stupid man. Are you happy with things so far?
I'm very happy because you're doing lots of stupid things.
That's nice.
If you don't mind, I'd like to hear some more stupid things.
And so you shall.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How much is the figure of the old tramp in the window?
That's the manager.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Helping Hand. Each one of us at some time in our lives desperately needs a helping hand.
Ahoy!
Not yet. I have with me tonight a man who is searching for a helping hand, and we aim to offer him just that.
Thank you.
This man has been plunged into the depths of despair.
Thank you.
His life lies in ruins at his feet. He is in a state of sheer desperation.
Thank you.
Would you tell us your name, friend?
Shadrach Nuttall.
And what do you do for a living?
Vicar.
Vicar?
Yes, was.
Was?
I don't do any vicaring now.
Well, that's very sad.
Thank you.
Tell us what happened.
I was defrocked.
Defrocked?
Defrocked.
Why?
It wasn't supposed to have a V-neck and a split up the side. Thank you.
Do I know your church?
The one by the shoe factory.
Oh, by the shoe factory.
All Souls. Thank you.
And you're no longer a vicar?
I won't be doing any more of the vicaring. Thank you.
Very sad.
I've done some silly things during my vicaring.
Such as?
The special service on Monday Sunday. I gave the organist the wrong music.
The wrong music?
First time I've ever seen a punch-up in the church.
What did the organist play?
On Mothering Sunday.
Yes?
He played The Old Grey Mare, She Ain't What You Think. Potted plants flying all over the place.
That was very unfortunate.
My family's very upset.
Understandable.
My eldest wants to be a nun.
It's a hard life.
I've told him.
If ever anyone needed a helping hand, it's you.
What about me? Ahoy!
Have you no respect? Do go on with your story.
The Animal Sunday service was a disaster.
What happened?
A lion bit the Virgin's head off.
I suppose you had it destroyed?
No, his wife keeps it in a cardboard box on top of the wardrobe.
And now your vocation is in shreds.
It was the hymn that did it for me on St. Swithin's Day.
Which hymn was that?
Raindrops are falling on my head.
What made you choose that particular hymn?
Because it was me that nicked the lead off the church roof. Thank you.
Could I hear my favourite stupid man now?
Who's that stupid man?
The one who doesn't say anything until after the music. He's my favourite stupid man.
I think I know the one you mean. My name is Marlowe, Philip Marlowe, private eye. My other eye's in the next room watching Neighbours. There was a commotion outside on the sidewalk. Two drunks were fighting over a dame. She was slim-built with shoulder-length ears. She had that hungry look. She had a face like a pizza. Which reminded me I was hungry. I opened the freezer door, a chicken jumped out, ran over and stood with its back to the fire. I looked at my watch. It was 15 after midnight o'clock. I had a client to meet. My gun was loaded. That made two of us. I put my raincoat on, turned up the collar, pulled my trilby hat down over my eyes, and tripped over the cat. I went over to Riley's bar. I liked Riley. He was 6'7", built like a small department store and could tear your head off with one hand. I liked anyone who was 6'7" and could tear your head off with one hand. Riley was an ex-prize fighter and not a very good one. He had a face like 4 miles of bad road. I ordered an Irish coffee. Riley made real Irish coffee. He used cocoa. The jukebox was playing over in the far corner next to the gents' washroom. It's an unusual tune. My client came in. She was the most beautiful doll I'd ever clapped contact lenses on. She made the Mona Lisa look like olive oil. The perfume she was wearing made my head spin. She told me it was called Midnight in Bermuda. I asked her what she thought of my aftershave. It was called 25 past 2 in Runcorn. We went in and sat in a corner booth. She handed me an envelope and counted out 10 grand, and all that she wanted me to do was answer a phone call she was expecting. We sat and waited. The phone rang and she turned white. A frightened look in her eyes. This was one scared lady. I picked up the receiver. I don't know why my hand shook. I don't know why the beads of sweat rolled down the back of my neck until I heard the voice at the other end.
Hospital request.
We present Desert Island Discs. Each week we invite a well-known celebrity to tell us which 8 records he would take with him if he found himself marooned on a desert island. This week our guest is...
Ahoy!
I don't think we'll bother.
What's the old British saying? If you want to know the time, ask a policeman. Sometimes that isn't as easy as it sounds.
Excuse me, officer. Could you tell me the right time, please?
I could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
I only want to know the time.
Don't care, I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
I'm in one of my funny moods.
Well, this is ridiculous. Just tell me the time.
You can ask as much as you like, but I'm not going to tell you. Do you want to hear a joke?
All I want is the time.
It's a good one, this year. Make you chuckle, this.
I haven't got the time for jokes. In fact, I don't even know what the time is.
I do.
What time is it?
I've told you. I'm not going to tell you. There's this baby sardine and the mummy sardine swimming under the water. I have to laugh because I know what happens. As the baby sardine and the mummy sardine are swimming under the water, a submarine goes past. And this is the funny bit coming up now. The baby sardine sees the submarine and says, "Look, mummy, a tin of people." I always make myself laugh when I tell that joke.
I've never come across anything like this in all my life.
You're beginning to get angry now, aren't you?
That's not the word. Will you, for the last time, please tell me what time it is?
I'll think about it. I've had a think and I'm still not going to tell you.
You need reporting.
You need glasses. I'm a Salvation Army officer.
I'd better read the letter from my mammy just before there are any more interruptions.
Ahoy!
That man must be made out of cork. Dear Jimmy, your father had a nasty accident while poking the fire. He forgot that it was electric. He seemed quite happy when we got him down off the roof. I told you that your father had bought a Robin Reliant. It's bright red. Every time he leaves it outside the house, that daft old biddy next door keeps putting breadcrumbs out for it. It goes fine on the flat road, but your father had a terrible struggle getting it up the hill. He's dropped it 3 times. I was looking at the family photograph album last night. The photo of you as a youngster leaving home for the first time brought a tear to my eye. You can just see your little head through the window of the Black Maria. There was a nice picture of your sister Maureen's baby being christened. Do you remember what it did when the vicar took it in his arms? It must be the only baby called Dirty Little Devil. I also came across a photo of your very first girlfriend, the girl who worked at the library. The first night you took her out, you were late bringing her home, and she fined you 25p. She got married last week, and she wasn't too happy as the wedding party had left the church. You could tell she works at a library because 3 of the pages were missing.
There was a fancy dress party the other night, and your father came first. He wasn't too pleased, as he'd only come to pick me up. It was our wedding anniversary last week. Me and your father were going to have a Chinese, but he seemed such a nice man, we opened a tin of salmon instead. By the way, the man who lives next door, he's half Chinese and half Irish. He's called Paddy Fields. Your Uncle John's feet are much better now, thanks to them odorators. He takes 2 a day with a glass of water. That's all for now. Love, Mammy. P.S., and there's more. Talking about your Uncle John, he went to the doctor's last week with his chest. Come to think of it, he'd have a job to go without it. His blood pressure's too high, and the doctor told him straight, nothing fatty for 2 months. Your Aunt Nora is now sleeping in the spare room. Bye for now, Mammy.
Come in. Yes?
Are you the chiropodist?
Good afternoon. I represent the Acme Double Glazing Company and... Good afternoon. I represent the Acme Double Glazing Company. Good afternoon. I represent the Acme Double Glazing. Good afternoon. I represent the Acme... Good afternoon. I represent... Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Norman, love. Norman, sweetheart, you look worn out. I wish you'd give that job up. It's degrading. Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, you wouldn't believe the day I've had Dorothy. Every single house I went to.
He was stupid, wasn't he? The way people kept slamming the door in his face. Proper stupid that was, wasn't he?
It was stupid, stupid man.
Can I ask you something?
Of course you can, stupid man.
Why do you have 2 enormous 6'6" bouncers on the door here?
How else do you think we get the audience in?
I like that because it's stupid. I always giggle at stupid things. I hope you're going to do some more stupid things. This might be something stupid.
I wouldn't bet on it. Hello?
It's me and I don't want an hospital request.
It's just as well.
I've been arrested. I've been arrested for what I did to my husband.
Beating him up.
Yes.
Taking his money?
Yes. The police have let me go because my husband isn't pressing charges.
I think that's very decent of him.
He never wants to see me again. Packed his bags and left me. I'm a woman alone.
Well, you've only yourself to blame.
I know that. I'm going to have to live with the memory of it day and night, year in, year out. I'll have nothing else to do because I'm a woman alone.
You had a good husband. He loved you and...
Please, don't turn the knife in the wound. Don't add to me anguish. You are fueling the grief of a woman alone.
You give way to greed. You placed money before love.
Don't. I am swimming swimming in a sea of sorrow. Look at me now, look at me, a tragic and pathetic figure. A woman alone.
Please, you must put the whole episode behind you and...
Never, never. I have trod the path of evil. I am a noxious witch, a shameless shrew, a heartless hag. That is why I am a woman alone.
Now you're beginning to upset me. I wish...
A woman alone.
Please don't say that. It tears me apart when you...
A woman.
No. You're a young woman. You've got your whole life in front of you. Something's bound to turn up.
Not now, because I'm a woman. Hang on a minute, there's someone at the door.
Good afternoon. I represent the Acme...
Come in, don't just stand there. Something has turned up. He's got a few miles on the clock, but he'll do for now.
Let go of me brochures.
Hello!
Flight 775 to control.
Come in, Flight 775.
I need help and quick.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I feel dizzy. All the blood's rushing in my head.
I'll check you out on the radar screen. I thought as much.
What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong.
You're upside down.
Here is the weather outlook for the weekend, and it isn't very good. It's going to be a rather miserable weekend, as the wife's mother's coming on Friday night and stopping till after tea on Sunday. Right miserable weekend. It'll be lovely and sunny for you lot, but I know for a fact I'm going to get the life of a dog. She's a terrible woman, you know.
For our musical interlude this week, I'm delighted to be able to welcome... Don't you ever give in. As I was saying, for our musical item this week, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the much-loved husband and wife singing duo, who will no doubt delight us with a popular ballad. Ladies and gentlemen, Daphne and Cyril Billington.
Can they swim?
Good evening, Daphne.
Good evening. Simply divine to be here.
Nice to see you, Cyril.
A delight to be here, darling.
How long have you been singing together?
12.
10 years.
And how long have you been married?
14.
15 years.
Yes. Where did you first meet?
Southport.
Eastbourne.
And always in harmony.
Always.
Totally.
And what are you going to sing for us?
This is our lovely day.
We'll gather lilacs.
I'm afraid we only have time for one song.
Yes, this is our lovely day.
We'll gather lilacs.
I don't think you understand what I'm...
Button it! Listen, you mouth!
Here we go with the tantrums.
We're singing This Is Our Lovely Day!
I've decided that we should sing We'll Gather Lilacs.
You've decided we're singing This Is Our Lovely Piggin' Day, and you can like the flaming lumpets!
Oh, dearie me, been at the plank, have we? A few snorts of the falling down water.
Excuse me.
Nip off!
You'll have to excuse the poor dear. Her new dentures are causing her some pain.
New dentures, and do they know about your appliance? Do they know about that, ladies and gentlemen? This is our lovely day.
We'll gather lilacs.
You sing We'll Gather Lilacs? You sound like Pavarotti with his head in a bucket. This is our lovely day.
Please.
Knickers!
We'll gather lilacs. If you can manage the high notes without bursting your body stockings.
Now listen to me.
Flight 775 to control.
Oh, not him. I've got enough trouble down here without you.
What about me? I'm out of control and I'm carrying a cargo of 3 tons of rhubarb.
Make a forced landing. And as for you two, you can just clear up because I've had it with the pair of you.
I don't know what to say. We both behaved in the most reprehensible manner. We're a disgrace to our profession.
Let's get this sorted out once and for all.
And not before time. My compass has gone berserk up here.
Give me a reading.
Right. Once upon a time...
That wasn't what I meant. Get lost.
I am.
I've got enough on my plate without you chipping in. I'll get back to you.
It's getting really stupid now.
Daphne, you want to sing?
This is our lovely day, but it doesn't really matter.
Cyril?
We'll gather lilacs, but it isn't really all that important now, old chap.
Now listen to me, the pair of you. You've got 5 seconds to decide which song you're going to sing. You've got just 5 seconds.
I haven't. I'm in all sorts of trouble up here.
I'll sort you out once and for all.
Not before time either.
What day is it?
Tuesday.
Then make a pancake landing. As for you two, you can clear off.
I just don't know what to say. I have behaved in the most reprehensible and disgraceful manner. I'm so sorry.
I should think you should be.
For my part, I could only say that I'm truly ashamed. What dear Ivor would have said, I shudder to think.
Then let's get this sorted out once and for all. Daphne, you want to sing?
This is our lovely day.
Cyril?
We'll gather lilacs.
Right. You've got just 5 seconds to decide which song you're going to sing because I can't take much more of this. You've got just 5 seconds.
I wish I had.
Have you decided?
I'll go along with Cyril. We'll gather lilacs.
Cyril?
Well, I agree with Daphne. This is our lovely day.
You've changed the songs and now we're back where we started.
We'll gather lilacs.
This is our lovely day.
I'll throttle you in a minute.
My throttle snapped. Mayday, mayday.
I don't think I know that one.
Out, out, out.
They fly so high.
That was Jimmy's Cricket Team, starring Jimmy Cricket, with Bill Pertwee, Peter Goodright and Noreen Kershaw. The script was written by Eddie Braben, and the show was produced in Manchester by Mike Craig.
Flight 775 to control. Could you tell me how I got up here in this aeroplane? Can I send a message? Hospital requests.
Ready for bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. And in my dreams they'll fade and die. Fortune's always hiding away from me. I've looked everywhere, but I just keep on blowing bubbles. I'm forgetting all my little troubles. I'm forever, ever, and ever blowing bubbles. Lots of pretty bubbles, big fat bubbles in the air. Radio 2.